All right, hi everyone. So today we're excited to talk about course selection. But before we start, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. I'm sure most of you know us by now, but I'm Mrs. Kolb. I work with students with the last name O to Z.
Good morning, my name is Mrs. Flacco. I have last name letters H through N. And then Mr. Turner was not able to be present today, but Mr. Brett, he is in the Future Planning Center. You'll get to know him really well, junior year, going in especially senior year. But he's, Mr. Turner is letters A through G, last names. Okay, so Mrs. Kolb is going to start us off.
Thank you. All right. Someone mind hitting to the next slide? Do the button. All right, so we're going to start off with just some reminders. As everyone probably knows by now, your teachers have already gone in and recommended what level they think you should take for your major subject courses for next year. So if you go into Infinite Campus, which we're going to do in a little bit, you'll see in there for math, science, history, English, social studies, your teachers made recommendations on whether you should stay in your current level or move up or move down. With that being said, there is the opportunity to override that recommendation. So, for example, say you're in a 5.0 course, you're doing really well this year, you have above an 85, so you need above an 85 to make the override request, and you want to go to a 6.0 course, you can do that. You just have to talk to your counselor about that. Like I said, in order to put in that request, you have to have over an 85. And you also have to meet the prereqs for the course that you would like to take in place of what your teacher recommended you for. Aside from that, another reminder is alternative courses. So we're going to talk about this in a little bit too, but you're going to be getting emails from your counselors, if you haven't already, asking that you schedule your course selection meeting. This is going to be an individual meeting that you'll have with your counselor. During that meeting, we're going to review all the courses that your teachers recommended and any elective courses that you chose, which you're going to do today. We ask that you come to these meetings with alternative courses, alternative elective courses. So just back up. So say you're planning on taking art and you're going to put that in today as an elective that you want to pursue. That's great, but come to the meeting with another backup elective course so that in case we can't get you in art, when we're scheduling everything during the summer, we know what your second choice would be. All right, so next we're just going to review graduation requirements. So in order for you to get your diploma from North Penn, you need to have a total of 23 credits. You'll see here that we need 4 credits in English, social studies 4, and then math and science, you need 7 between the two. So it's going to be up to you. You can either take 3 credits in math and 4 in science, or do it the other way around, 4 in math, 3 in science. And then arts and humanities, 2 credits, health, 0.9, physical education, 0.9, and electives, 4.2. And like I said, that will total the amount that you need to graduate, which is 23. Okay, so now we're just going to take a look at course selection timeline. So as of last Friday, the 26th, we open up Infinite Campus for you to go into and, like I said earlier, review all the recommended courses that your teachers made for next year, and you can now go in and select your elective courses. This is going to be open for you to edit up until February 5th. You can edit your elective courses. The recommended courses that your teachers added, you can't go in and change that, okay? They're all locked in Infinite Campus. So that, like I said, started last Friday. You have until February 5th. On February 5th, 8 a.m., you can't go in and make any edits to that. February 6th is when we're going to start individual course selection meetings. As previously mentioned, your counselor is going to be sending out emails asking you to schedule those meetings. Those meetings are going to go on from February 6th until April 30th. April 30th, we're all done. Everyone's finished course selection. Your counselors can't go in. We can't make any changes for you. Everything has to be set. So it's really, really important that you schedule your meeting between February 5th and April 30th and get everything straightened out with your counselor during that time. All right, so we have some new courses that we're really excited to announce for next year. As you probably already know, we had African American Studies as a semester course. That started about 2 years ago. Now we're going to be offering that as a year-long AP course. So we have AP African American Studies. American Sign Language, we started with American Sign Language 1 this year, and it was really popular. A lot of students loved it, so we decided to continue that course. And next year you can start taking American Sign Language 2. We also have coaching and refereeing through our PE department, along with mindfulness and movement and unified PE. And then our tech school is offering sports rehabilitation and physical therapy. So if you're interested in that program through the tech school, talk to your counselor. We're more than happy to have a conversation with you about the requirements, the application process, and what the program looks like. All right, I think I'm turning it over to Mr. Brett. You're welcome.
Morning, everyone. Still morning. As Mrs. Kolb said, I'm Mr. Brett, Future Plans Counselor down in K31. So, dual enrollment. So if you're looking at an opportunity to get some credits that are going to transfer to a college that you're looking at, you can take a dual enrollment course. You can take them here in our building, or you can take them outside another building, which is explained on these slides here. Some of them are up to $400 for the business through Gwen and Mercy. Some of them are $225 through Pitt, and the $197 at Monco. Now you're talking a very reduced rate for those courses for 3 credits for college courses versus going out to the college when you get there. So if you have an opportunity to take some of these courses, it might be in your best interest to take them, pay the money, and get the credit as long as you get a certain grade. Each course and each college will require a certain grade to count the course credit for you when you transfer or when you go to college as a freshman. The CHIP program. I'm going to talk about the CHIP program. I'm also going to talk about what the Future Plan Center actually is and what we have to offer. So I mentioned I'm in K31, the Future Plan Center, along with 2 other gentlemen on an everyday basis, and Mr. Tagg a couple days a week who's learning how to be a guidance counselor. Also in the Future Plan Center is Mr. McLarnon, who is our Career Work Study Program Coordinator. That's a program senior year that you can take to get some experience out in the community, out in the workforce. The CHIP program, which is on the board here, on the screen here, Mr. Fry is the coordinator of the CHIP program, very similar to Mr. McLarnon's program out in the community, but Mr. Fry's program is after school. So you could leave North Penn on a regular day and go do some experience in a field. You could do it on a Saturday or a Sunday, or you could do it over the summer. If you have a job, there's a way we can count that and get hours career-wise for other things that we do. Career speakers, trips, field trips to certain places, to manufacturing plants, to career fairs. This is a program that we feel is very beneficial for our students. We've had students go out into the field and come back with 2 different experiences, two different outcomes. The first outcome is, this is what I want to do, I know what I want to do. I go out, I have a great experience there, and it furthers my passion for this career that I want to be involved in. So yes, I'm going to get there however I need to get there, whether it's I go right out of high school and get trained there, I go to a 6-month to 2-year program and get trained, or I go to a 4-year traditional college, get my degree, and however else I need to get there. Or they go out there, they spend some time out in the field, and they go, this was awful. I never want to do this again. And that's just as valuable, if not more valuable, to eliminate things you think you might want to do. This way you're not spending any money in the future trying to get through and figure out if that's the right career for you. The goal of the Future Plan Center, between myself, Mr. McLarnon, and Mr. Fry, is to help you find a career, find a path, how to get, and let's get there as quick and as most affordable as possible. Okay? All right, stop down the Future Plan Center if you need any help with a career, get on Smart Futures, and make sure that we're working together to help you get out of here with a plan, all right? I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Flacco here for the student portal.
Okay. Okay, good morning. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at your academic plan. So why don't you guys go ahead and pull out your Chromebooks? And once you guys do that, we're going to look at Infinite Campus. And right underneath where it says schedule, right before discussions, you'll see academic plan. And that's what you're going to click on. Okay. So when you click on that, it is going to show you this screen. You will see 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. This is the plan, and these are the courses that you are enrolled in. So you can see from 9th grade, you can see the electives you took, you can see the major area classes you took, and then you'll look at 10th grade, everything that you are taking right now, and then 11th grade is what we're doing for next year. Your teachers, as we discussed, they already went in and made their recommendations, and you'll see a little lock next to it. So those courses are now locked, but your major area teachers recommended your English, your social studies, your math, your science. And as Mrs. Kolb said, if you feel you are in a certain level class and you would like to go up a level, or if you would like to decrease that level, you can go ahead and you could do a course override form if you have an 85% or higher. But your teachers recommended you for the class that they feel that you'll be the most successful in. So I would really listen to what the teacher said. If you're concerned about it and want to talk about it, just go ahead and see your teacher. After that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose your electives. So you would look at the program of studies. A lot of courses are offered to juniors and seniors. Sophomores didn't really have as much of a choice, but juniors and seniors have a lot of choices. It could be a semester course, meaning that you would take the course first and second marking period, or third and fourth, and then you get to choose another one to finish out the year. Or you have a year-long course, a year-long elective. So we're going to ask you guys, you're going to go ahead, you're going to choose the electives that you would like to take. You're also going to choose a backup elective, and then when you meet with your school counselor, we'll go ahead and make sure everything is buttoned up. We'll make sure you have your electives in, you have the amount of credits that you need, make sure your health and PE, everything is in there. We'll go over your transcript, any questions that you have, and like I said, we'll just make sure that you have everything that is needed for junior year. Change it. So basically, you guys, I think, probably saw the difference between what you did in 9th grade in the middle school compared to what you're doing this year in 10th grade. Sophomores, the high school offers so many different clubs. We have so many different, sports that you can join. And we just want to make sure moving forward to junior year that you think about what you're going to be participating in. Maybe there was a club this year that you didn't realize that we had some more and you want to go ahead and join it for next year. We just want to make sure that you're not overloading yourself, but you're also challenging yourself. We also want to make sure that the courses that you take are associated with your post-high school plans. So if you were thinking about majoring in psychology, you might want to try the psych class, the social class now, but just, really start thinking ahead, because you are the class of 26. You're going, I'm sure your 10th grade has gone a little faster than you realize, and we just really want to start thinking about what your plans are for after graduation. We also have put in there what I had said before about balancing what you are doing. You don't want to put 100% into your academics. You don't want to put 100% into your clubs and activities. Some of you also might be picking up some part-time jobs. So we just want to make sure that you choose courses and leveling so you'll be the most successful while you're here. Again, my name is Mrs. Flacco. I have letters H through N. Mrs. Kolb has letters O through Z, and Mr. Turner has A through G. We are all in F40 and will remain your team until you graduate. So come in at any time. If you have any questions, we're all available. You're available through email as well. So I think right now what we're going to go ahead and do is maybe just come around and answer some questions that you might have. If you want to go ahead and just raise your hand, we'll come right over. If you have any questions that you feel would be kind of good for the group, go ahead and ask them now. Kind of a minute or so. All right, well, we're going to come around now and answer any questions that you might have.
Guys, one other thing that you do right now too is check your emails, because some of you may have already received emails to schedule your appointments. Some of you may have not, and that's okay. But for those of you who have, go in and schedule those individual appointments with your counselor. And then as you are, can we go back 2 slides, Mr. Brett? Can we go back? I think it's 2 slides. Ms. Flacco, is it 6.9 they want to get to? What was it? Okay, so we want you, as you're filling in your grade 11 plan, make sure that you are between 6.2 and 6.9 credits. That will give you a full schedule with a lunch and possibly study halls. Any other questions for now? We're going to walk around and take individual questions, but any questions you can think of that could help the group? No? All right.